In 2016, the Texas Rangers had their fourth 90th win season in 7 years and won the AL West Division for the fourth time during that span. They faced off against the Toronto Blue Jays in the ALDS once again after losing to them in the year prior and got swept 3-0. The embarrassing series loss marked the end of the Rangers' contending years, as following 2016, things slowly went downhill and they soon entered a rebuild. 7 years later, the Rangers are still not a playoff team, but they are showing they're ready to start contending again in the near future. They've been big-time players once again in free agency and hired 3-time World Series champion manager Bruce Bochy. Although 2023 will be another non-playoff season, the organization's mindset to building a winning ball club long-term is a recipe for success, and they could be building the next powerhouse in Major League Baseball. Before I get into it, welcome to MLB Updates 365, a YouTube channel discussing all types of baseball topics. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so. Let's get right into it. From 2017 to 2020, the Rangers were one of the worst teams in baseball, finishing well below 500 each season, with the record getting progressively worse year by year. After a disappointing 2021 season, where the Rangers won only 60 games, which was the lowest in franchise history, Texas went into the offseason with plenty of money to spend and didn't mess around. Not only did Texas spend the most money of any MLB team that offseason, but the most in MLB offseason history. They brought in Marcus Semien on a 7-year, $175 million deal, and 2 days later signed Seager to a 10-year, $325 million deal. Although the Rangers had a great offseason, there weren't high expectations for them going into 2022, but they were definitely underwhelming, as despite the increase in talent, they only won 68 games and finished 38 games out of first place. Their on-the-field results weren't there quite yet, but that didn't stop Texas from continuing what they did last year into this offseason by bringing in proven veteran players. A main issue for them last season was their starting rotation, which was one of the worst in baseball, and they addressed it right away. Martin Perez re-signed on a 1-year deal, 2-time Cy Young winner Jacob DeGrom was brought in on a 5-year deal, Andrew Heaney was signed to a 2-year deal, and most recently, Nathan Eovaldi on a 2-year deal. Offensively, they didn't do anything to address the lineup, which is still relatively weak, but there is some star power at the top. Seager and Marcus Semien are two big names, while Nathaniel Lowe is coming off a breakout 2022 season, and Adolis Garcia is a solid offensive player. There are definitely weak points that could be addressed, particularly in the outfield, and Texas has the farm system to acquire a guy like Brian Reynolds, or the money to spend next offseason in free agency and beyond. With the way Texas is operating, the goal should be to take another positive step this season and be ready to compete in 2024 or 2025, and it's very possible considering what they have going for them. Besides having the newest ballpark in the league, the Rangers are becoming a free agent destination, in part to Texas having no state taxes to live in. Just within the last 2 years, 3 of the biggest free agent names have signed with the Rangers, despite them being a non-contender at the moment. On the baseball side of things, they currently have one of the best farm systems in baseball, ranking 6th according to MLB Pipeline. Their farm system is loaded with talent, featuring 6 top 100 prospects that includes the best of the bunch, Josh Jung, who debuted last season. Evan Carter is another infielder ranked in the top 100 MLB prospects, but where Texas has really stockpiled is pitching. Jack Leiter, Owen White, Justin Foxcue, and Brock Porter all rank in MLB's top 100 prospects, not to mention Kumar, who was the number 3 overall pick in last year's draft. Most of these guys won't be up until 2024 or 2025, but that's the Rangers' plan, pairing all-star caliber players with the mix of their homegrown talent, which is a recipe for success in baseball. Every well-run organization is a mix of homegrown talent and big signings and trades. The Dodgers are notorious for it, Houston has mastered it, and teams like the Braves and Padres are following suit. It will be tough for Texas given the talent atop the AL West and the Astros and Mariners, but with Chris Young now running the show and the ability to spend money, the Rangers have a chance to be the next powerhouse if they continue to head in the right track.